So it's actually been a while since I did a live trading video, but just to jump straight into what I seen from the market, first and foremost on the 4 hour time frame, we have this bearish doji like candle, right? And so once price started to get closer near actually collecting that low, I just go on a lower time frame and see if we was actually being respected from that area. And we had a 30-minute CRT bearish candle. I didn't actually mark this out, but price swept this candle's low. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Price swept this candle's low here. And now we should be targeting highs from this 30-minute high. And then ultimately, we probably got highs here. But ultimately, the high that I'm trying to look for is possibly either between the 4 hour high or this area of liquidity here. Both will be good trades depending on where I exit and how the trade actually plays out overall. So just pretty much watching the market, watching the trade. What I really want to see is I want to see price come back above this range with a full candle close. Since I'm already in this trade, I entered pretty early. If we do get this close above, it'd be pretty much a good sign that, we can still target those highs from this point on. Mhm. So what price seemed to have actually done is it directly tapped the 4 hour low. So let me take a look. Yes, it directly tapped the 4 hour low. So from this point, it should begin to reject, especially since that this 4 hour candle has 3 minutes left. But it depends because it might end up sweeping again. So we just got to see what happens overall. Let's see. What might actually make this possible is since the 3 hours still got more opportunity in it, this still has 2 hours left. And when you look through the other ones, they only have 3 minutes, which means that this candle on the what's this? No, the candle on the 3 hour time frame could still possibly form a wick here and then be going upward from this point on out. But we just got to see how it does. Right now, we are getting good rejection right near our stop loss, which is crazy. But let's just see if we can get that close above. We almost got that close. That's what I'm waiting on. If we can get that close, I'll be much more confident in this trade overall. Because I did enter pretty early. Like I came this close to being stopped out. But let's just see if we can get this full candle close. We got 8 more seconds. So far, so good, but you just never know. Let's see. And there we go. We got the full close. So this is actually pretty much where I would have placed my first entry at anyways. So this would have been my exact parameters almost. But let's see if this area holds. Probably stay on a 5 minute for a while. Or the three. Let me see. We could probably watch it here. Mm. So just by looking at it here, price never actually closed on a higher time frame beyond the 1 minute. So we can get this candle closure here on the 3 minute. That would be a lot more solid because our previous candle closure was just on the 1 minute, so it meant less overall. But if we can get a 3 minute candle closure, especially after a wick like that, this could be a pretty good sign. And then as well to keep note, we got the 5 minute also forming a wick, and so we could potentially be targeting higher prices potentially. But we got to get that closure first. So that's all I'm waiting on right here. I'm not going to say anything else until we get that close above. So and we got that close above. There we go. Now I have good reason to believe we are going to fully enter our expansion. But this is very early on in it. Let me just find my arrow. And this is the trade setup that I'm expecting for today. I mean, either it plays out or it doesn't. I see what I can get from this. Maybe I can go break even at 50%, but let's see what happens. If price could go up to our 50%, I will go break even and see if we can either catch this high or our 4 hour high. But let's see what price does. Okay, so since we came this close, I'm gonna just go ahead and go break even from this point. Let me do that right now, actually. Let me see. 15958. Trade is now break even and I'm risk free. I want to see if price could still maintain its momentum though, and see if we can at least come up and hit this high. All right, there you go. We got price coming back up above our 50% on the 4 hour. We're getting ready to almost target these highs, it looks like. Let's see. Let's see. Price still got these highs to target. We might just be finally making our way there, man. That's just like the only thing about recording these live is just like, unless I'm talking to my Discord members or anyone having a conversation to just really pass time by, I don't really be having anything to say. And so it's just going to be quiet just like it is here. But as long as you guys can still watch and see price action live as it do its thing. And yeah, I'm up in good profit right now. Almost about a 1 to 2. Almost. Let me see. About a 1 to 7 right now, 1 to 6. And we did pretty much peak at 1 to 2, did we? About a 194. But this is my TP1 that I'm gonna look and see how price reacts. But if I can possibly scale the trade, if price takes this high, and I could probably scale somewhere, we'll see. But obviously that's way in advance compared to what price is doing right now. So we just gotta keep watching and keep seeing. As long as price stay in this direction, we should be good. Let me take a look at the other time frames very quick. Um, Still looks good here. Looks good here. Everything looks good. Mm, yeah. Let's take a look at the three. The 3 minute time frame. It kind of shows it the best. Like you see, like the fractal flow of the market so much smoother, right? You see this price making lower highs, lower lows, and it's coming into this area of liquidity here. It's just like a perfect gap of liquidity, right? Then you wait for your cycles, accumulation, manipulation, expansion. As soon as you got this candle here, that's where you take off. And at this point, you could see that like right now I'm at break even. So you could have pretty much already secured some profits and just been scaling pretty good. But either way it go, this is a good trade so far, and I'm proud of it. I did enter slightly early because I entered here, so I did take some of the drawdown. But as far as the overall trade idea, we're still playing out, but this is just the thing about your timing. Sometimes you will be a little bit early and you place your stop loss within the correct range. Because as you can see, I was still expecting the 4 hour low to be swept. But since it came here first and showed me that first direction, I did pretty much just jump along here. But I still understood that we could be still within this range and could still expand further up as long as price begins to show a close right above this zone right here that mark our expansion, this candle. right? We almost at my TP1. At TP1, I would be at a 2.6. So right now I am actually up 2 risk to reward. Uh-oh. Oh, we almost about to hit it. Let me see. Let's see it. Ooh, okay. We smacked right at our TP1. So I'm going to actually um see if I can scale this trade for now. I'm going to place a stop just to have it visualize, possibly somewhere here. Second. I'm just trying to change the color. There we go. I'm gonna place my stop somewhere here. What is this? 1.16056. Therefore, I just locked in some of those profits. And now I am just scaling for the ride, you know? Everything from this point on is free. So I'm just glad I did my job. I did my part. I analyzed the markets correctly. I had the correct accumulation, manipulation, and expansion. This is my first trade of the day, and I locked in profit. So there you go. That's something to feel good about for the day. Let me see. I really want us to see if we can hit this 4-hour high. But right now we are up. Well, we did peak at a 1 to 3. So I don't want to get too greedy. But at the same time, this is still the analysis that I had set out for the entire day. Hmm. Even though I'm scaling, I'm wondering. I'm up 2R still. I might just take what I got from here. Let's see how this candle close. Let's see. Let's see if this next candle is either bearish or bullish here. Either way, I am up good profits. I did put my stop here. So looking like it's looking like price may have room to retrace from this point. Oh, let me move this back. Yep, and I'm going to go ahead, select, and take out my profits at a 2 risk to reward here. Because I think my stop would get hit anyway in profit. Let me see. But at the same time, I don't want to exit prematurely. So it's just one of those moments. Yep. There we go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I got exited out in profits here. A 1 to 5 trade. It maxed out at a 1 to 3. So I really probably should have exited at the first touch of the high, but I really wanted it to reach that 4 hour. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the trade. And that's the only trade that I will take for today. Either way, it was a good trade, ended the trade in profits, and that's it. So that was just pretty much this live trade for today. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.